Hey, what's going on, Chase fans? Welcome to today's episode where chaos meets speed. We've got mind-blowing chases, insane moments, and non-stop action that'll keep you glued to the screen. Buckle up and let's get started. On June 29th, 2023, officers from the Charles County Sheriff's Office responded to a disturbing report. A woman had been assaulted by a man in a parking lot, and there were signs of a possible carjacking. As officers arrived at the scene, the suspect sped off from the parking lot and began fleeing.
Southbound 205, number 1 lane, speed to 75. 759, number 1 lane, traffic is light, speed to 100. Castle Idlewood, speed 102, number 2 lane, 0 traffic. Still southbound 205. Southbound 205. Someone try to get 6 at 5205.
As the suspect sped off at high speed, driving recklessly at speeds of up to 180 miles per hour, he lost control after hitting a curb.
Number 1 lane, 1050, 1050, 1050, 1050. The accident, 1050.
The suspect's car rotated violently after hitting the curb, striking a grass median before crossing into oncoming traffic on the northbound lanes. In a tragic turn of events, the suspect's vehicle collided with a dump truck, causing a catastrophic crash. Mr. Mitchell was pronounced dead at the scene, while the dump truck driver suffered only minor injuries and was taken to a hospital. The assaulted woman, also with minor injuries, was transported to a local hospital for treatment.
Stand by. I've got one out on foot.
Now we've got a wild chase from the UK. The chase started when two drug dealers, Simon Paget and Dean Stone, were trying to avoid traffic by speeding down the hard shoulder of the M6 motorway near Junction 7. What they didn't realize? They had just undertaken a police officer in a marked patrol car. At first, Paget and Stone acted like they were pulling over, but then they took off, reaching speeds of over 100 miles per hour, weaving through traffic on the A34 and running multiple red lights. That's when the real chase began.
The vehicle is now A34 in towards Warsaw. It is a speed of 90 in a posted 30 limit. It is a dual carriageway. Traffic is light. It's just mounted a curb, so I suspect it may have some damage. And the vehicle is standby A34 Warsaw Road. He is contravening a keep left bollard. Can I have the impasse tactical units towards me, please? He is making several overtakes. Stand by. I've got one out on foot.
The passenger suddenly bailed out, clutching a bag full of drugs, while the driver kept his foot down, still trying to escape. At that point, other officers locked onto the fleeing passenger, but this officer had his sights set on the driver, and he wasn't letting him go that easily.
Road name. So we're on the Crescent, approaching roundabout. Stand by for direction.
Just keep doing assistance as well.
Yeah, with apologies, William. Okay, we're into the Toby Carvery now. Risk is still medium. And we're into the car park. We go back out the other side. William, stand by for road, mate. Okay, William, speed has significantly reduced now. It's stand by, still making overtakes. We are at 30 miles an hour. I'm on the Broadway North, outside 112. Vehicle's pulling over now of its own accord. Stand by. Out the car! Out the car!
With no other options, he finally gave up and was taken into custody. Inside were 5 1-kilogram slabs of high-purity cocaine, worth around £500,000. In the end, Paget was sentenced to 7 years in prison, while Stone got 6. Another failed getaway, another win for law enforcement. On May 10th, 2021, Trooper Davis attempted to pull over the driver of a white Chevy. At first, it seemed like the driver was complying, slowing down and moving onto the side of the road. But in an instant, that all changed. The driver suddenly hit the gas and took off, initiating a pursuit.
Down the hill, we're taking Roosevelt, 30 West.
Cruise, that is now 1063 for Adam 37, 1037, taking Roosevelt from 30 West.
You're crossing over, continuing down the service road from Roosevelt.
Service road from Roosevelt.
As the suspect attempted to make a right turn, he completely lost control and crashed straight into a fire hydrant. Within seconds, Trooper Davis took the opportunity and rammed the suspect's vehicle, pinning it in place. Water from the hydrant started gushing into the air, adding even more chaos to the scene. After the crash, troopers quickly pulled the suspect out of the vehicle and placed him under arrest. He was taken into custody without further incident. However, this unconventional end to the chase didn't come without consequences. Trooper Davis was later suspended for his actions. What do you think? Was this a justified takedown, or did the trooper take it too far? Let me know in the comments. On November 13th, 2020, Trooper Shane was out on patrol when he spotted a white pickup truck speeding over the posted limit. As he got closer and activated his emergency lights and sirens, the driver refused to stop, initiating a pursuit. Realizing the situation was escalating, Trooper Shane quickly informed other units to assist in the chase.
How close you get to him? I can get on him, but every time I get close, there's too much traffic. We're taking the exit 12, we're taking exit 12, it's the west end exit. He's getting back on the interstate northbound.
After taking an exit, the suspect quickly made it back onto the interstate, pushing speeds of 140 miles per hour.
536, what's the location now? Six. gonna be pretty fast.
The suspect weaved through heavy traffic by speeding along the shoulder, but when the trooper saw him taking an exit and followed, real chaos began. This is definitely not something anyone expected to happen. Both the suspect and the trooper took the exit at high speed, losing control and crashing into the trees. The suspect's vehicle even caught fire. Despite the wreck, the suspect bailed out and took off on foot. After 10 minutes of searching, officers found him lying in a bush. He was arrested and taken into custody, while the trooper faced a 3-day suspension following the crash. Now get ready for one of the craziest chases you'll see in a while. Norwegian police dashcam footage captures the intense moments as two Swedish men, fresh off a jewelry store robbery, attempt to escape on a moped. Wow, I have no idea how officers managed to catch up with these two suspects. This was absolutely crazy, but in the end, both suspects were arrested, and that's what matters. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this chase.
Hey, show me your hands! Show me your hands!
In North Little Rock, Arkansas, on November 3rd, 2024, an officer spotted a black Jeep SUV with a license plate that didn't match the vehicle. When the officer attempted to pull it over, the driver took off, weaving through city streets before accelerating to 80 miles per hour. Due to bad weather, the officer was ordered to terminate the pursuit, but the suspect had no plans of stopping.
Back to 32. It looks like they'd wrecked out here, hit a stop sign at Parkway. They're headed back south. All right, they're getting back on Parkway.
Whoever's in 2010, either shoot up or get out of my way and call in pursuit. Yeah, go ahead. I copied the 1022 earlier, is that right, Sarge?
Hey, show me your hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
As the suspect lost control and came to a stop, the passenger jumped out of the car. He was quickly apprehended by officers on the scene. But the driver wasn't done yet. He fled once again.
Dark blue Grand Cherokee, white female, traveling speeds are at 20 miles an hour. The one passenger's 1050. No traffic, still going eastbound, passing Augusta. Speed at 38 miles per hour. Northbound on Division. Okay, I know. Going back.
As we mentioned earlier, the road conditions were far from ideal, and it didn't take long for the suspect to lose control once again. Seems like even the suspect doesn't know how he got away from this one. Officers definitely missed a solid opportunity to stop him.
Back on Parkway. Still on Parkway. No traffic. Speed's 50.
Yeah, what do you have with money? I'm trying to get some. Yeah, we're now Parkway.
Baker 28, this information. They are stuck in a ditch. They keep gassing it, trying to back up and pull forward. It's deployed, it's deployed.
The suspect crashed into a water main and a parked car. After a high-risk felony stop, the search uncovered over $4,000 drugs, a marijuana pipe, and more. The suspect was later identified, but not before a chaotic chain of events had already unfolded. This chase was one for the books, showing just how dangerous and unpredictable these situations can get. In Thurston County, Washington, on October 3rd, 2024, in the early hours of the morning, a Thurston County deputy spotted a Nissan without any license plates. When the deputy tried to pull behind, the driver sped through a gas station parking lot and then dangerously weaved through a neighborhood. The deputy immediately initiated a pursuit as the suspect fled down highway.
Just lost it.
Just lost it.
As the suspect was reaching speeds of 130 miles per hour, he lost control of the vehicle, and the deputy quickly rammed the suspect's car, bringing it to a stop. But instead of giving up, the driver bailed out and decided to flee on foot.
He's nose up. I feel like I got. Do you smell that again? What's this right here? Show me your hands now! Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
Stop!
Challenging one.
Let me see your hands! Let me see both of your hands!
Get the dog
Let me
off
see
me!
both of your
I
hands!
don't have nothing! Help!
Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach!
Get the dog off me!
Get on your stomach!
Despite multiple warnings from the K9, the driver refused to surrender. It wasn't until K9 Ego made contact that the suspect finally gave up. After being medically cleared, the driver was booked into TCSO jail for driving on a suspended license and attempting to elude officers. Two Alabama police officers were on patrol when they spotted a driver exceeding the posted speed limit. Running his license through the system, they discovered it was expired. When officers activated their lights and sirens, the suspect refused to stop, initiating a pursuit.
I just start giving them info, otherwise you're going to cancel.
4-2, traffic's light, passing Pine Tree, speeds 45. Passing Monterey Drive. Kind of sped up and took off.
Menlo Lane.
Turning right on Menlo Lane.
Left on El Dorado.
Turning left on El Dorado. Traffic light.
As the pursuit continued, the suspect showed no intention of stopping, weaving through traffic and endangering countless lives with reckless driving. What started as a routine patrol turned into a high-stakes chase.
Passing Twin Lake Drive. Still on Springville Road. He's losing it now. He actually regained it, passing Spring Lake Circle, turning right on Pine Hill. Oh, never mind. He's going to stay straight on Springville. Passing Brewster Road, still on Springville. Yep.
Officers had the opportunity to execute a pit maneuver but chose not to, likely due to the surrounding environment. After several minutes of reckless driving through a residential area, the suspect finally made it onto the main road. But shortly after he turned into a parking lot, an officer was right on his tail.
He's just going through the parking lot.
They're going to bail. I think they're about to bail.
Well, they come out on Road Parkway.
Trying to get to the interstate, I think.
Speed's gonna be 40. We're passing Jackson Circle on up the road still. Light traffic speed 60.
The suspect came dangerously close to colliding with multiple vehicles during the pursuit. It was only a matter of time before his reckless driving led to a crash. With every second that passed, the risk to innocent drivers increased.
Probably 15 minute traffic.
Stop! I'm gonna tase you! I'm gonna tase you! Get on the ground! On the ground now! On the ground! Hands out to the side! Put your hands behind your back! Back! Don't move! Don't move! I'm gonna pass it. I know where you're at.
Got anything
Yeah,
on you?
well, for right now, you're going to be in cuffs, okay? We'll figure all that out because
Why'd you
you were
take
in the
off
car,
running?
dude. That's just how it works.
Well, the minute you took off running when y'all crashed, you committed a crime.
The suspect bailed out and took off on foot after colliding with another vehicle, but the chase didn't last much longer. After a short foot pursuit, officers successfully arrested both individuals, bringing this reckless pursuit to an end. Now, the big question, what kind of punishment do you think these two should face? Let me know in the comments. On the night of May 21st, 2021, a Georgia license plate flagged as hijacked LED officers to a high-speed pursuit in Fulton County. The vehicle, a black Dodge Charger, had been reported stolen from the Atlanta Police Department. After spotting the vehicle on Boyd Street, officers attempted to stop it, but the driver accelerated rapidly, fleeing at high speeds.
Lines up on Marietta Boulevard, in my direction. Southbound on Marietta Boulevard, west Marietta. West Marietta.
The suspect drove recklessly, nearly colliding with a turning vehicle and weaving through traffic. The driver continued to evade officers, running red lights and driving on the wrong side of the roads.
Correction, you just made a southbound turn to West Highland Drive, so it's this neighborhood over here, you drive westbound, southbound on West Highland Drive. Alright, just right now, 2 drives on West Highland Drive. Driver is running eastbound 170.
The suspect's vehicle crashed, and both occupants quickly bailed out and fled on foot. With no hesitation, the trooper focused on pursuing the driver.
Boulevard, Sandals Lane, eastbound Sandals Lane, up at the Wall Street.
After a short foot pursuit, the driver discarded a handgun while fleeing over a fence. A K-9 unit quickly apprehended both suspects after a brief manhunt. The driver, Mario Daniel, was found to have active warrants for multiple charges, including armed robbery, aggravated assault, home invasion, and hijacking a motor vehicle. The passenger, Maciel Hicks, was also taken into custody. The stolen vehicle and firearm were turned over to Atlanta police. While on patrol, Trooper was notified about a stolen red motorcycle. After searching the area, the Trooper spotted a motorcycle matching the description. As he got closer, the rider gunned the engine and sped off, triggering a pursuit.
Taking a ride on the Mandible Road.
Chasing a motorcycle can be incredibly challenging. A pit maneuver isn't an option here, but the trooper knows he can push the rider into making a mistake. Let's see how the trooper handles this situation.
Taking a ride on County Road 147, still Mandible. Alright, he cut through a yard. I can't follow where he's going. He's headed west.
The trooper faced another challenge as the suspect darted through backyards, using the advantage of his motorcycle to escape areas the patrol car couldn't reach. But when the rider abandoned the motorcycle and took off on foot, the trooper wasn't alone for long. With assistance arriving, K-9 units began searching the area. Just over 5 minutes later, the suspect was found hiding in a bush, and he was immediately arrested. He was then taken into custody, bringing the chase to a successful end.